Hello everyone, very good evening and welcome to Prep Funda. How are you guys? This is Sanjay Rathi. Now, I'm going to start topic that is what two-port network with Z and Y parameters. All are ready, guys? Let me know that sound quality, picture quality, everything is fine. Yes, please. 1 minute. अच्छा सब कुछ बढ़िया है तो देखिए जरा टू पोर्ट नेटवर्क जेड एंड वाई पैरामीटर्स सर्किट थ्योरी थ्रू क्वेश्चंस दैट इज अ सीरीज just we want to get the command over the topics with what number of questions because from network we are getting number of numericals only. Okay, तो देखते हैं that session is important for gate and engineering services and PSUs like what HPCL and other competitive exams. And as you know that टू पोर्ट नेटवर्क इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक फ्रॉम व्हाट सर्किट थियरी. और जब जो क्वेश्चन आता है ना बड़ा इजी आता है, आप इजीली उस क्वेश्चन को बना लोगे कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में. ओके लेकिन इस बार भी गेट में जो क्वेश्चंस आए थे, चाहे वो एबीसीडी पैरामीटर्स पर हो, चाहे वो और भी दो पैरामीटर्स पे जो क्वेश्चन आए, क्वेश्चन का लेवल ठीक ठाक था. तो चलिए बनाते हैं कुछ क्वेश्चंस ऑन जेड एंड वाई पैरामीटर्स एंड टुमारो वी विल डिस्कस व्हाट एच एंड ABCD parameter, that is transmission line parameter and hybrid parameters. This is my introduction, guys. Myself Sanjay Rathi, 24 years of teaching experience and I have trained more than 1 lakh students and these are my ranks in engineering services exam AIR 16 in ESE 2005, AIR 21 in ESE 2008. Okay, अब मैंने आप लोगों को कुछ assignments भी दिया था from dependent sources, right? I think you have solved. Otherwise, at the end, I will arrange one session where I will solve all the assignments from basics of KCL, KVL, Thevenin's theorem, Thevenin's with dependent sources, and then what two-port network and so on. Okay. So in every class, I am going to give you some assignments. So try to solve those assignments, and then this is my Telegram channel. If you find any difficulty, then you can post your solution as well as you can ask your questions. And for daily dose to improve the concept for notification of the classes, you can join that Telegram channel. Link is given in description. Okay, that is my channel Electronics by Sanjay Rathi. अब आते हैं जरा, अभी थोड़ा गेट में टाइम है ना, तो कई बच्चे अभी स्टार्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं प्रिपरेशन, अभी थोड़ा और टाइम है. लेकिन याद रखिए इट इज़ अ नेशनल लेवल एग्जाम. आपको हर महीने एक स्ट्रैटेजी बनाकर उसको फॉलो करना है और हर वीक टाइटली उस स्ट्रेटजी को चेक करना है कि फॉलो हो रहा है या नहीं. अदरवाइज टाइम कब बीत जाएगा पता ही नहीं चलेगा. तो आप तैयारी स्टार्ट कर दीजिए एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई हैव स्टार्टेड विद नेटवर्क. जनरल सेशन ऑलरेडी आई हैव टेकन, यू कैन गो थ्रू दैट हाउ टू कवर द नेटवर्क. बिफोर दैट आई हैव टेकन वन session that is 50 plus 30 plus 10 plus 5. That is a very well proof what strategy. तो आप वहां पर ज्वाइन कर सकते हो. नावेद वेरी गुड इवनिंग, हाउ आर यू? then basics KCL, KVL, mesh and nodal analysis. Already I have taken one session. Number of questions I have solved. I have given some assignments and I have suggested to solve some questions from standard textbook like साडिकू, अलेक्जेंडर साडिकू से कुछ क्वेश्चन बना लीजिए. उसके बाद then already I have taken Thevenin's and Norton's theorem. Then Thevenin's and Norton's theorem with dependent sources. Now today it is a two-port network Z and Y parameters. Then tomorrow two-port network hybrid and ABCD parameters. And then guys first order transient RC circuit, first order transient RL circuit. And that is the schedule for this week. And for next week I will give you the schedule on what Friday. तो आप वेट कीजिए और भी टॉपिक्स कवर होंगे, नेटवर्क देन व्हाट अदर सब्जेक्ट्स. तो चलिए अब देखते हैं जरा. और I have given one already I have started one session that is what analog electronics, that is paid classes from 6 to 8 morning. If you are interested then give me comments in comments box. So that timing is what 6 to 8 a.m. morning. This is a paid classes for analog. As you know analog is a core subject for electrical, electronics and instrumentation branch and it is a very important one. तो पर्सनल गाइडेंस के साथ मैं बहुत सारे न्यूमेरिकल्स के साथ सॉल्व करवा रहा हूँ. अगर आपको एक डेमो देखना है तो आइडियल एंड प्रैक्टिकल डायोड्स के विद न्यूमेरिकल्स आप देख सकते हैं. दैट इज अवेलेबल ऑन माय चैनल. तो वहाँ आप जाइए और वहाँ देखिए. ओके अब आते हैं ये है, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन. The impedance parameter Z11 and Z12 of the two port network in the figure are. What are the Z11 and Z12 of this figure? With this question, I will give you the basic idea about the theory of the Z parameters and try to solve this one. Try to solve this question. Impedance parameter Z11 and Z12 of the two port network in the figure. This is the 2 ohm resistor, 1 ohm resistor, 2 ohm resistor, 1 ohm resistor, 2 ohm resistor, and you have to find the Z11 and Z12. ओके तो क्या होता है Z पैरामीटर. फर्स्ट इन अ टू पोर्ट नेटवर्क, ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस, जस्ट आई विल गिव यू द बेसिक आइडिया अबाउट दैट. इन a two port network, this is the two port, this is I1 V1, this is called port 1 and that is called port 2, I2 V2, right? Then the relation is given by V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2, and then V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Then it is represented by V1 V2 is equal to Z11 Z12 Z21 Z22 I1 I2. I1 and I2 are called independent variables and V1 and V2 are called dependent variable, and that is called Z matrix. That is represented by, and so on. This is the Z matrix, 2 by 2 matrix. And then from this Z11 is given by V1 by I1 with I2 is equal to 0. With I2 is equal to 0. So tell me what will be the answer for this. So when we have to find, that is the Z11. So Z11 we can write V1 by I1 with I2 is equal to 0. What is the meaning of the I2 0? I2 0 means output is open circuit. Output is what? Open circuit, and we have to find the ratio of V1 and I1. And what is the second option as Z12? Z12 is V1 by I2 with I1 is equal to 0. When the input current is 0 means input is open circuit. Current 0 means input is open circuit. So you have to find Z12 V1 by I2 with I1 is equal to 0. Right? ये भी निकालते हैं जरा. अब आते हैं फिगर में. अब कैसे निकालना है देखिए, आपका ऑप्शन कौन सा बता दीजिएगा, मैं बहुत अलग अलग मेथड से आपको बताऊंगा. तो व्हाट इज द Z11? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल V1 by I1 with I2 is equal to 0 means what is the current here? That is 0. V2 is present. V2 is present but I2 is 0, and this is the I1 and this is the V1. Now how we can find V1 by I1? So V1 by I1, because I2 is 0, there is no current from this end. So you can, what is the drop across the 2 ohm? 0. 2 plus 1, this is the 3. This 3 is parallel with 1 and then it is 2 in its series. So what is the V1 by I1? Directly you can find this 3 parallel with 1 plus this 2. So we are finding the just Z equivalent. What is the parallel combination of 3 and 1? 3 by 4 plus 2. What is the 3 by 4? 0.75. So answer is 2.75 ohm. 2.75 ohm. Which answer is correct? 2.75. Only in one option, that is A, Z11 is given by 2.75, and that's why the answer A is correct. Directly you can find, but no doubt I am going to find the Z12 also. What is the Z12? This is the way to find the 2.75. Then what is the Z12? So Z12 is 1 minute. Now, so already we have find the Z. Then what is the Z12? V1 by I2 with I1 is equal to 0. Okay, V1 by I2 with I1 is equal to 0 is called Z12. First of all, make the I1 is equal to 0. when I am making the I1 is equal to 0, then what is the drop across the 2 ohm? 0. So at this point voltage will become V1. At this point voltage will become V1. Now what is the current here? I2. Now this current is divided into two parts. It will some current will pass through this, let it is the I2 dash or let it is I2 double dash. So what is the V1? V1 is nothing but, because this I1 is 0, so this I2 dash will pass through this. So what is the V1? V1 is equal to 1 into I2 dash. Means that is nothing but I2 dash. Okay. Now at this point we can apply the current division rule. So this is the 2 and 1, that is in series. That is 1. And what is the current here? I2. And that is the 3. So what is the I2 dash? According to current division rule, I2 dash will become I2 divided by 3 plus 1. And if you want the current here, it should be multiplied with this. It will 0.25 times of I2. 0.25 times of I2. So you can put here 0.25 times of I2. So what is the V1 by I2? V1 by I2 will become 0.25. That is the value of Z12. That is the value of Z12. So which one is which answer is correct? Yes, Z12 is 0.25. Z12 is 0.25. So first of all get the definition and then you have to apply the simple logic with condition. Simple logic with what? Condition. So that is, in this way you can get the answer. क्लियर है ये आप लोगों को? तो कमेंट्स करके बता दीजिएगा. And everyone, new students, all the new students, first of all like the session, subscribe the channel so that you will get the notification, because now we have up to GATE exam 7 months, but we have number of important subjects like what? Network, EDC, analog, digital, control, signal and system, right? Okay. And if in your semester we have suppose microwave, microprocessor, okay, math, so I am going to take all these sessions. Okay, we are going to arrange number of sessions for all these topics. So stay tuned with us, subscribe the channel so that you will get the idea about that. Okay, अब आते हैं जरा दूसरे उसमें. ये तो हो गया क्वेश्चन. हमसे याद रखो जरा ये क्या है पैरामीटर. ये था जैसे जेड पैरामीटर्स आपको निकालना है. तो आंसर इज ए फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. चलो अभी आप लोगों के लिए एकदम इजी क्वेश्चन है. बताइए व्हाट आर द जेड पैरामीटर्स Z11 एंड Z21 फॉर द 2-port नेटवर्क इन द फिगर. तो यहां अगर आप देखते हो Z पैरामीटर Z11 एंड Z21 फॉर द 2-port नेटवर्क इन द फिगर आर. अगेन आपको क्या पूछा है? Z11 एंड Z21 पूछा है. यहां देखो एक E1 लगा हुआ है, ये 2 ओम रजिस्टर है, ये 4 ओम रजिस्टर है, ये 10 टाइम्स ऑफ E1, एक डिपेंडेंट सोर्स है 10 टाइम्स ऑफ E1 जिसकी पोलैरिटी ऐसी है. और यहाँ E2 है. ये व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दिस एरो? दिस इज प्लस एंड दैट इज माइनस. अबव इट इज प्लस, दिस इज माइनस, दिस इज प्लस, दिस इज माइनस. Here it is a E1, here it is a E2, here it is I1, here it is I2. So this is a 2-port network. And again you can write in place of E1, it is written as E1, so no problem. You can also change E1. E1 is equal to Z11 I1, Z12 I2. E2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. Now what is required here? Z11. So what is the Z11? E1 by I1 with I2 is equal to 0. With I2 is equal to 0. What is the Z21? E2 by I1 with I2 is equal to 0. It means both the cases I2 is 0. Or when the output current is 0 means output is open circuit, and that's why these parameters are also called open circuit parameters, because we have to make input open or output open to find the Z parameters. So you can make it what? Open circuit. So what is the Z11? E1 by I1 with I2 0, Z21 E2 by I1 with I2 is equal to 0. In both the cases I2 is 0, then it will become very easy. If this is 0, So what is the current I1? Same current will flow I1 and I2 is 0. So from this you can write the KVL. What is the KVL here? E1 minus E1, this is the minus E1, plus 2 times of I1 plus 4 times of I1 because I2 is 0 minus 10 E1. This is the minus 10 E1 is equal to 0. So it will become 10 plus 11 E1. Right? So ये हो गया 6 I1 is equal to 11 E1. What is the E1 by I1? 6 by 11 ohm. And that is nothing but Z11. 6 by 11 ohm. So in case of MCQ, always check the answer where we are getting the 6 by 11. In the two options we are having the 6 by 11. In two options we are having the 6 by 11 means we have to find the value of what? Z21. Z21. So 6 by 11 is over. Then don't worry about the dependent source. Write down the KVL and you will get the answer. Now what is the Z21? Always remember what is the Z21? E2 by I1. So where is the E2? Here is the E2. To write down the KVL in this loop, so you can write E2 minus E2, this is the minus, plus 4 times of I1, because it is the current is I1, minus 10 times of E1 is equal to 0. Condition is same, I2 is 0, I2 is 0. So from this you can say what is the E1 is equal to 6 by 11 times of I1. So from first E1 is equal to 6 by 11 times of I1 put here, it will become minus E2 plus 4 I1 minus 6 into 10, 60 by 11 times of I1 is equal to what? 0. Now this will become, that is on the right side, it will become 44 minus 60 upon 11 I1 is equal to what? E2. Now this will become minus 16 by 11 I1 is equal to what? E2. So what is the Z21? E2 by I1 is equal to what? Minus 16 by 11 ohm. इसका आंसर है minus 16 by 11. Minus 16 by 11 ohm. So what, which answer is correct? Minus 16 by 11. C option is correct. C option is correct. So Z parameters means what? Simply write down the equation, and after writing the equation, condition, what is the condition? In both the cases I2 should be equal to 0, make the output open circuit and simply apply the KCL or KVL and you will get the answer. Which ratio, what ratio is required here, you can find here. Okay, तो ये हो गया. So I think now it is clear. Okay then अब आते हैं जरा जो नेटवर्क है ना वो टी नेटवर्क है. फॉर अगर इफ यू वांट टू रिप्रेजेंट द जेड पैरामीटर देन इट इज अ टी नेटवर्क, इट इज कॉल्ड. So it is a standard network for Z parameters. For the two-port network, the impedance parameter is, what is the impedance parameter is if it is a T network. So T network we have the standard answer. If this is the ZA, if it is a ZB, if it is a ZC. So what is the Z parameter? Anyone give the answer? ZA, ZB and what? ZC. Which answer is correct? बताओ जरा भाई क्या है. This is the 40 ohm. ओके देखिए मैं फिर से आपको बता दूं. फॉर एनी टी नेटवर्क, if suppose it is the ZB, this is the ZA, ZC. First of all, you can write what is the current here? I1. What is the current here? I2. So what is the current here? I1 plus I2. You can directly write down the KVL. V1 is equal to ZA I1 plus ZB times of I1 plus I2. Now you can arrange ZA plus ZB times of I1 plus ZB times of I2. Now you can compare with the standard equation. V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. Now from this, when we are comparing the equation number 1 with the equation number 2, you can find what is the Z11 for T network. It is a standard answer, ZA plus ZB. And what is the Z12? ZB. Right? Now, similarly, you can write KVL at the output. V2 is equal to 60 times ZC times of I2, just to generalize it, ZC times of I2 plus ZB times of I1 plus I2. Now you can arrange it ZB times of I1 plus ZB plus ZC times of I2. Now you can compare with V2 is equal to Z21 I1, Z22 I2. What is the Z21 is equal to ZB, and what is the Z22 is equal to ZB plus ZC. Now, so that is the network guys, that is the network, two port network. तो यहाँ देखो आपके पास all the 4 parameters are present. Z21 is ZB, Z22 is what? ZB plus ZC. Now, according to that, what are the 4 parameters for that? Directly you can write, directly within seconds you can give the answer. Standard answer. ZA plus ZB, 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 ZB plus ZC. What is the ZA plus ZB? 20 plus 40, 60. Now tell me which answer is correct. What is the ZB? 40. What is the ZB? 40. ZB plus ZC 100. So 60, 40, 40, 100. 60, 40, 40, 100. That is the C option is the correct. So you have to use the standard answer. You have to use the standard answer only guys. ये वाला 60, 40, 40 and what? 100. तो आप directly answer बता सकते हैं. So give me the answer in comments box. Okay, so that is the case. Now, अब आते हैं जरा, ये हो गया on the Z parameters, right? On T network. What is the condition? If always remember, if this is the Z12 is equal to Z21. If Z12 is equal to Z21, then network is called what? Reciprocal network. Z12 is equal to Z21. If it is satisfied, then particular network is called reciprocal network. Reciprocal network guys. तो यहाँ पर आपका आ रहा है Z12 is equal to Z21. So this is the T network is a reciprocal network. So this is the T network and reciprocal. So where we are getting the Z12 is equal to Z21, that is the reciprocity is satisfied and that particular network is called what? Reciprocal network guys. अब आते हैं जरा कुछ Y पैरामीटर पे भी क्वेश्चन बना लिया जाए. चलिए ये देखते हैं Y पैरामीटर पर, वेरी बेसिक क्वेश्चन. चलो क्या होगा आंसर? Two port network is defined by the relation V1 is equal to 3 by 4 I1 minus 1 by 4 I2. V2 is equal to minus 1 by 2 I1 plus 1 by 2 I2. Then Y12, what is the Y parameter? This is asked. Guys, actually that is the Z parameter is given. V1 is equal to Z11 I1 plus Z12 I2. And then V2 is equal to Z21 I1 plus Z22 I2. When I am comparing, we are getting the Z parameters here actually. It is the Z11 3 by 4, Z12 minus 1 by 4, Z21 minus 1 by 2, Z22 is 1 by 2. Z22 is 1 by 2. So this is a Z parameter actually it is given. Tell me, is it a reciprocal network? चलो कुछ तो कमेंट्स करो, क्या ये रेसिप्रोकल नेटवर्क है? लेकिन व्हाट इज द Y पैरामीटर? Y पैरामीटर आर, Y पैरामीटर वी कैन राइट लाइक दिस. I1 is equal to y11 v1 plus y12 v2, and what is the I2 is equal to y21 v1 plus y22 v2. ओके, ये है तो y parameters are, for example, if you want to write the y11 is I1 upon v1 with v2 is equal to 0, with v2 is equal to 0. तो क्या हम बोल सकते हैं, तो y11 is equal to 1 by z11. Yes, it is non-reciprocal network. बिल्कुल सही, it is a non-reciprocal because z12 is not equal to z21. Imam, you have given the right answer. Exam cracker. Okay. It is not a reciprocal because z12 is not equal to z21. Can we say y11 is equal to 1 by z11? You suppose you are saying that y11 is equal to 1 by z11, so it will become 4 by 3. It will become 4 by 3. And what is our y12? Can we say y12 is nothing but, watch this, y12 is I1 upon v2. y12 is I1 upon v2 with v1 is equal to 0. Right? So what is the I1 upon v2? So v2 upon I1 is nothing but z21. v2 upon I1 with I1 is equal to 0. v2 upon I1 with I2 is equal to 0. So what is the z21? z21 is minus 1 by 2. So can we say that is the y12 is the reciprocal of that? Can we say like this? And you will get the answer minus 2. So minus 2 is not in the answer. But can we say? No. Why? No. क्यों? Find the inverse of the matrix. Yes, we have to find the inverse of the matrix. That is the method, exam cracker. Why we can't say? Condition. Because when we are saying that y11, then it is a I1 upon v1 with v2 is equal to 0. What is the condition here? v2 is equal to 0. But when we are finding the z11, what is the z11? v1 upon I1, no problem. This is the reciprocal. But what is the condition here? I2 is equal to 0. In one case, we have to make the output short circuit, or in other case, we have to make the output open circuit. So this is the short circuit parameter and that is the open circuit. And that's why when we are writing y11 is equal to 1 by z11, that is wrong. That is wrong. Because condition is different. So if you want to find the y parameter, then we have two methods. First of all, get the z matrix and find the inverse of it. Y parameter is nothing but inverse of the z parameters. Inverse. So what is the inverse of this matrix? 3 by 4 minus 1 by 4 minus 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. How we are going to find the inverse of this? Z inverse means, first of all, determinant of that. So 3 by 4 into 1 by 2. Minus minus cancel, 1 by 4 into 1 by 2. 1 by 4 into 1 by 2. Change this 1 by 2, 3 by 4 and change the sign of these two. 1 by 2, 1 by 4. And here you will get, this is the 8 and 3 minus 1, that is the 2. 1 by 2, 1 by 4, 1 by 2, 3 by 4. Multiply 4, then it will become 4 by 2, it will become 2. 4 by 4, 1. 4 by 2, 2. 3. And what is required here? y12. This is nothing but y11, y12, y21 and y22. What is the answer? y12, 1. y12 is 1 Siemens. So answer is what? 1 Siemens. This one. Answer is 1 Siemens. तो क्या है ये मैंने यहां पर बताया है कि यू कांट डायरेक्टली फाइंड, यू कांट फाइंड 1/z11, 1/z12, 1/z21, 1 by, no, you have to find the inverse of the matrix and then directly you can find all the parameters. What is the y112, what is the y121, what is the y212 Siemens, what is the y22 3 Siemens, or is there is any other method? Yes, you can directly find. For example, if you have this, already we have find the answer, but if suppose this is given and if from these two equations we want to find the y12, so this condition, what is the y12? y12 is equal to I1 upon V1, I1 upon V2 with V1 is equal to 0. This is the condition, V1 is equal to 0. From this you can find. Now you can make the V1 is equal to 0. In first equation, if suppose you are going to make the V1 is equal to 0, so you will get 3/4 I1 minus 1/4 I2 is equal to 0. So 4 cancel. And then we want I1. So villain is what? I2. What is the I2 is equal to 3 times of I1. First of all, I2 is equal to 3 times of I1. Okay, यहाँ से मिल गया ना 3 times of I1. Now put this in what? Second equation. When I am putting, so it will become V2 minus 1/2 I1 plus 1/2 into, what is the I2? 3 times of I1. 3 times of I1, V2 is equal to, it will become 3 minus 1 upon 2 I1. Now, what is this? 2/2, that is the 1. 2/2, that is the 1, means I1. So, what is the I1 by V2? I1 by V2 is 1 Siemens. So, directly, no need to find the Z inverse. Are you getting my point? Exam cracker and all other students? No need to find the just we want, sir, how can I remember which one to make 0, like V2, V1, I1 or I2? Okay. Condition है, just it is the 1 Siemens. Means what? देखो, first of all, you have to remember this equation. What is the y parameter? This is the y parameter. Suppose y12 is required. So when y12, what is the y12? We can get the y12 and we are making the v1 0 because y11 is not 0. When I am making the v1 is equal to 0, you will get equation I1 is equal to what? y12 v2. So what is the y12? I1 upon v2. But what is the condition? V1 should be equal to 0. So that is the condition. Okay. Suppose y11 is required. So y11, what is the y11? I1 upon V1 with V2 is equal to 0. Right? With the V2 is equal to 0. Clear a point? तो ऐसा हम लोग बना सकते हैं, ये आप आराम से इसको देख सकते हो, y1 is equal to and so on. तो y12 and v2 ये आप इस तरीके से इसको सॉल्व कर लो. Okay? I think not is clear. So condition we are getting and y12 apply the condition and then equation is given, same condition I am applying. What is 0? V1 0. I am getting the relation between I1 and I2 and then we are putting in the second equation, we are directly getting. So no need to find the Z inverse of that. Okay? क्या sir, how can we mug up the expressions? 1 minute. अरे इक्वेशंस तो 4 तो है, तो 3 टाइम्स लिखोगे ऑटोमेटिकली आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. तो इक्वेशंस का रुक जाओ जरा, ये देखो क्या पैरामीटर है, Z पैरामीटर्स है. Z पैरामीटर्स का मतलब क्या है? आप व्हाट इज दिस इम्पीडेंस? तो इम्पीडेंस मींस वोल्टेज डिपेंड अपॉन द इम्पीडेंस. तो करंट्स आर द इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल. फिनिश्ड भाई. व्हाट इज द यूनिट ऑफ द Z? ओम. ओम इनटू करंट इज इक्वल टू वोल्टेज. तो दैट इज द इक्वेशन. 5 times write down. Independent variables are I1, I2. Dependent variables are V1 and V2. What is the Y parameter? Y parameters means what? Y, what is the Y? Mho multiplied with the voltage, then it is a current. Mho multiplied with the voltage, then it is a current. Y121 V1 plus Y22 V2. You have to remember these are the dependent variables, these are the independent variables, right? And then what? Third parameter, just I am writing hybrid parameter. You have to remember that hybrid parameters. Here the first variable is what? V1. तो थोड़ा सा 3-4-5 टाइम्स प्रैक्टिस करो, हो जाएगा. H11 I1 plus H12 V2. And then what? I2 is the second, because it is used in the transistor. So when we are learning the transistor, automatically you will get the importance of that. So H21 I1 plus H22 V2. So what are the dependent variables? V1 and I2, input voltage and output current. What are the dependent variables? Independent variables, input current and output voltage, because of early effect and so on. So we are getting, so in this way we can recall. Yeah, how many equations here? Only the 4 parameters are important. First is what? Z, Y, H, and then ABCD parameters. What is the ABCD parameter? Tell me. V1 is equal to A V2 minus B I2, and I1 is equal to C V2 minus D I2. Finish. This is called ABCD parameter. Suppose B is required. So what is the B here? B will become V1 by I2. इसको जीरो करना होगा with minus sign. This is the minus. इसको जीरो करना होगा. V2 is equal to 0. When the output voltage is 0, output is short circuit. When the output current is 0, output is open circuit. Suppose you want C. So what is the C? I1 upon V2. I1 upon V2 with I2 is equal to 0. I2 0 means output is open circuit. Finished. So in this way you can find. And what is the unit of B? Voltage upon current, ohm. What is the unit of C? Current upon voltage, mho. In this way you can find also your unit of that. Okay, तो कितने टाइम्स लिखना है एग्जाम क्रैकर? 5 टाइम्स. तो कल तक इसको 5 टाइम्स लिखिएगा. H parameter and what? ABCD parameter. Tomorrow we will solve questions on what? H and ABCD parameters. Number of important numericals we are going to solve. ठीक है, चलिए अब आ गया टाइम असाइनमेंट्स का. टुमारो वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन ऑन ब्लैक बॉक्स. तो सॉल्व करना. देखो, इफ द ट्रांसमिशन पैरामीटर ऑफ द बिलो नेटवर्क आर A, C is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, D is equal to 3, then the value of Z in. You have to find a Z in. This is the assignment, because tomorrow I will solve ABCD parameter. ABCD parameter. Then, and after that we will arrange session on what other topic. So this is the assignment, and that is ZA, ZB, ZC is given. The Z parameters for the network is shown in the figure where the entries are in ohm. Suppose this is, then the value of RB. Value of RB, right? RB plus where the entries are in the ohm. तो बताना जरा क्या होगा? RB plus J omega. Z parameters for the 2-port network. ओके, तो ये असाइनमेंट है, सॉल्व कीजिएगा. टुमारो आई विल सॉल्व इट. Suppose you want to solve some more questions on that with dependent sources and so on, so please give me comments on comments box. Suppose, because we are getting questions on what? Y parameter, Z parameters, previous year question. So just I have given you the basic idea about the H and Y parameter. In coming session I will solve some important numericals from what standard textbook, like what Sadiku, Van Valkenburg and so on. But first of all, get the command over the basics. What is the Z parameters, what is the Y parameters, what is the ABCD and so on, and try to solve easy questions. Then guys, we will solve questions on black box. Then we will solve questions with what dependent sources. Then automatically you will get the command over the two-port network. But first, basic idea, revise the concept. Then this is the two-port network. Tomorrow I am going to solve two-port network with H, A, B, C, D parameter. Then first order transient, then RC circuit, then first order transient RL circuit. Okay. First I will try to cover what 50% basics. 50% basics. And then what we will enter into the मॉडरेट लेवल एंड थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी लेवल पे एंटर करेंगे, जहां पर हम लोग थोड़े अच्छे क्वेश्चंस बनाएंगे. लेकिन पहले आप बेसिक क्वेश्चन की प्रैक्टिस कीजिए. इफ यू फाइंड एनी डिफिकल्टी देन इन्फॉर्म मी. एंड दैट इज माय चैनल इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स बाय संजय राठी. स्टे ट्यून्ड विद मी. एंड if suppose I am sending you some notification or sending you some what link, then try to attend the live classes so that you can ask some questions. Then guys, finally, this is a new channel, right? Number of videos are available on different platforms, but on this platform I am going to take what live classes. And if you want to join analog paid classes live, then give me comments, because it is already started, and but we have a number of topics just started. Complete analog is remaining, so you can join now, and within 1 month you are going to get the command over what complete analog. And as you know, the analog is very important subject for electronics, electrical and instrumentation branch. So give me comments, I will send you the link guys. Thank you very much for attending the session. Join the session, subscribe our channel and like this particular session guys. Thank you.